The following is a presentation of GRS TV.
From Williams Stadium in Garland, a very pleasant good evening and welcome to our Friday night game of the week here on GRS TV. And tonight we've got two undefeated teams for you. The Rowlett Eagles against the North Garland Raiders. Hi again, everybody. Scott Powell and Bobby George, as always, with you again tonight. Bobby, if I told you before the year that these two teams would be undefeated going into this game, Rowlett probably wouldn't have surprised you, but North Garland has been the surprise of this district.
Oh, it's an awesome time for North Garland. I mean, it's been a long time since they've had a great winning program. These group of kids are mostly all juniors coming into the game. They're 4-0. They've beat Lakeview last week 41-14. I mean, that's a big win. They won against Carrollton Naaman Smith 48-0, Irving 27-6, Frisco Liberty 24-38. They have been putting the points on the board. It's going to be a great struggle on both sides of the ball to put offense on the board because both defenses have been awesome this year. Rowlett only giving up 17 points a game and North Garland only 11 points a game.
Rowlett won the toss. They elected to receive. They're in their all-white uniforms tonight, as you see, with the maroon trim. They are the visiting team. They'll go left to right here in the first quarter. They have their maroon helmets with the eagle, the white eagle across. North Garland in their home red jerseys with black trim and their black pants and their black and red helmets. Will kick it off, going right to left here. Pretty good Friday night crowd. The bands are here, the drill teams are here, and these bands are going to get to perform for the first time this year, as this will be the second straight night we've had no lightning delays for a while, and that's nice. Here's a short kick caught about the 20-yard line. And
big room
on that return for Sean McClure. Short kick leads to a pretty good return and great field position for the Eagles.
Boy, just so much room right there to run. There was a big hole. Great job of the special teams setting up a little wall and was able to get through there really nice. Now we get to see Rowlett on offense for the first time. It's going to be Rowlett they're putting up 39 points per game and they're giving 307 yards to everybody. They are spreading it around. They're running really good. They've just got a great offensive team. 39 points per game. So let's see what North Garland can do because, they're only allowing 17 points and 189 yards.
Chase Tupal, the quarterback, quick out pass and a completion to Jerry Evans, the leading receiver on the team, and Evans is run out of bounds, but not before he gets 11 yards and a first down. Tupal with 469 passing, that's 155 a game. 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. There's Evans gets the good blocks on the outside. Jerry Evans, 17 for 216. He's got 4 touchdowns receiving. First and 10 at the 47 in North Garland territory. Got an option down the line. Tupal will keep it, but runs into a wall of Raiders after about a 1-yard gain.
It's going to be tough rushing against this team. North Garland only allowing 189 yards total offense. So this defense is very strong. They've got a really good down 4 linemen and 3 linebackers there that just really hover for the ball.
Yeah, North is 9th in the area in scoring defense and 12th in the area in total defense. You've given a lot of the numbers. Yeah, they're highly ranked. And both these teams are in the top 20 in every major offensive and defensive category coming in. Just what you'd expect out of 2 undefeated teams.
Yeah, it's really a nice time to see North Garland just really picking up momentum here.
Chauncey Amos is the running back. He's to the right of Tupal in shotgun. Amos with 300 yards. Remember, they've only played 3 games, so he's averaging 100 yards a game on the ground. It's a good, balanced Rowlett effort, as you're going to see from North Garland. They can run it and throw it. These are 2 good football teams. 3rd and 9, probably 4-down territory. Tupal straight drop out of shotgun. Time, fires on the stop route, caught. That's enough for the first down based on the forward progress before he's driven back. Good strike there from Chase Tupal.
Very nice job because North Garland was bringing it. They have their 4 down linemen, as you can see here, and they brought the edge rush off the sides. And Tupal just puts a strike out there for the first down. Just a very nice job right there.
And Jerry Evans already with 2 receptions, the leading receiver for Rowlett. They're going to go with 3 receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. Amos has not seen the ball yet as the leading running back. He'll see it here. Finds a little hole over left guard, and good body lean as he stretches it out to about a 3-yard gain when there wasn't much there. Amos, a pretty big kid with the good body lean, good vision. He's one of the top backs and a 3-year starter for Rowlett.
Yeah, you see Alex Garcia, number 9 for North Garland, a junior, 6 foot, 225-pound linebacker, and he's the one that made that tackle. But you'll notice out there, he's going to start up as he runs the ball as well on offense.
Play action for Tupal. Deep out pattern to the other side of the field and missed badly. It was intended for Trayvon King and just really nothing open anyway. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
You're exactly right. Everybody was covered. I think Tupal does a good job of just tossing it out of bounds on that one.
So they'll try and convert here or possibly kick a field goal, although it would be about a 49-yarder. Remember, Rowlett always with good place kickers, and Luis Reina is a good one. This might be a little bit out of his range, though. They'd like to get some more. Amos on the delayed handoff, fighting for yardage, but he's going to come up well short. Tell you what, he didn't go down easily, and he got to the 28. He got 4 out of basically nothing.
Yeah, Amos doesn't. Nobody comes over and gets him. I mean, they're hanging on for dear life on his leg, and nobody gang tackles him, and he's able to get an extra yard or 2.
Yeah, that's why you got to fly to the football as a defense. He wouldn't have gotten that extra otherwise. 4th and 3. Rowlett's going for it, trying to keep the drive alive. Tupal barks the count in shotgun. Got to just keep it, looking for an opening,
buried.
and there is no opening. Great defensive surge by the Raiders, and North Garland has held on the first possession of the game.
Interesting play call there where you've got all your running backs, your receivers everywhere, and you've been picking up nice yardage, and then all of a sudden on 4th and 3, you try to run your quarterback.
Eduardo Garcia with a stop. Garcia came in with 3 tackles for losses and 3 sacks, and that was a loss right there.
So now we get to see the big offense that we've been talking about. They've been putting up 38.5 points per game and 396, almost 400 yards per game. And we got to say that they spread it out a lot. They've got a good running game and a good passing game.
All starts with Peyton Farrington, number 12, the shotgun quarterback on first down. He'll just give on the dive over left guard and surging across the 30 to the 31 for a gain of 2. That's Sabron Woods. Now, Farrington's numbers, he's thrown for 654, 6 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions. And Woods, the top running back, has 464 yards. That's 116 a game. He averages 8.3 a carry
and
balance. Has 8
Has
touchdowns. Woods is a quality back. 2nd and 8 Raiders. Going to hand it to Trey Taylor, sweeping right, and he can't get outside. He's cut down. He did get a couple out of that, but good pursuit there, led by Domodrick Wade, who is their 2nd leading tackler on the year with 25.
Yeah, you'll see that Rowlett has a lot of speed on defense here, and they can really get outside and pursue the ball. Very nice job right there.
North Garland trying to go quickly. Now they'll pull up and look to the sideline. Looked like they were going to snap it quickly. They got a 3rd and 5 where they're going to have to punt it away here. 2 receivers each way. Farrington's looking to throw. Has some time. Steps up and out of trouble. Yep, he can run with it. He's got the first down, and he'll step out 3 yards beyond the first down at the 42.
Well, I tell you, he sits back there so long that the defense, the corners, safeties, linebackers, everybody is dropping back. I mean, they get good pursuit towards him, but boy, you've got to have somebody watching out for him because everybody's deep into coverage. Just gives him a lot of room to run.
Yeah, they sent everybody far enough downfield to where once he got out of that pocket, which was starting to collapse, he was able to just take off for the easy first.
That gives you a lot of, you see that they have a lot of respect for these receivers and this quarterback.
Going to throw a quick out pass to the far side, caught and tackled immediately as Raphael Ellis, but that'll go for a quick 4 on first down.
Peyton Farrington puts that ball right on the money. Now that's like a 5-yard out pattern, and that ball was a strike. That's a beautiful pass.
It looks like this kid can throw. He is a transfer, by the way, from Wiley East. So they picked up themselves a nice transfer in the offseason.
6'3", 190 pounds.
He got 5, actually, 2nd and 5. They've gotten 5 yards on both first down plays. That'll help you a lot during the night. Woods the lone back to the right of Farrington, but he wants to throw. Plenty of time. Deep down this side. Incomplete. A deep out pattern run by Nick Matthews, who is their leading receiver, but it was thrown too far. Matthews, 11 for 217. He averages a little under 20 a catch.
Yeah, he's
on
been
11
in the end
catches.
zone a couple times as well. 2 touchdowns on the year as well. They have that timing. That was a nice flag route. The route underneath him was a little short, and it makes the corner and safety have to really choose who to cover. They just were just a little bit off on the pass.
47-yard line right hash for 3rd down and 5. 2 receivers to the wide side, the left side, a wing to the right. 2 wings now. Looks like Farrington may throw out of this, and he will. Straight drop, has some time, drops it over the middle, but just
really missed him.
Way over the head of an open receiver. That's Duke Parker.
Boy, he had him. He was just sitting there waiting. He paused right at the first down marker, and he just kind of overthrows him on that one. But boy, he had him there. He saw him. I don't think that was his first read. His first read was going to be the out pattern. It wasn't there, and he was just pulled his eyes back down, and when he did, he just kind of overshot it.
Raphael Ellis in punt formation, averaging 33.9 a punt. This is a beauty, end over end, but returnable from the 14. Heading left to the sideline and up the sideline, gets a couple of blocks. That is Antonio Hull.
He's
breaks
still
a
up.
tackle and gets all the way to midfield. What a return there, 35 yards.
Boy, that's impressive right there. He must show a lot of speed because North Garland had their guys down there, and they just kind of missed tackles. He just outruns everybody. Just a very good job of returning that.
So they would have been pinned deep, but the punt return gives them midfield for the 2nd possession for the Eagles tonight. .720 left in our opening quarter. We're still scoreless between the 2 undefeateds in this district. They're both 1-0 in district, undefeated on the year. 49 left hashed. Now make it the 50. Handoff Chauncey Amos. Going to cut it inside left tackle and picked up 4 on first down before he was spilled.
Boy, Hayden Rollins, that right tackle, he just really moving the pile. I give all 4 of those yards to him.
Goodness Nawali. First name of Goodness. Boy, he's got some good numbers. There's another handoff over the left side and nothing doing here. Going to need 3-4 yards on 3rd down after Amos was stopped for a short gain at the 44.
And Goodness and Ibanar was both in on that tackle as well. Here they come. Linebacker, boom. Nice strike.
And a tackle behind the line for a loss.
Man, Alex Garcia again, the running back and linebacker coming in and making a big stop.
Now it's 4th and 9. Let's see if Rowlett will punt it. They like Paul, the quarterback, to punt it, even though he lines up at quarterback.
Boy, when he got his paws around him, and he just took him down.
Alex Garcia with a big play. This is a short punt that goes straight up and down, and they're going to knock it down at the 22. I think they wanted it to be a little deeper than that, just a 27-yard punt.
Again, both teams showing great defense. Neither team being able to get anything really going. Maybe they're filling each other out just a little bit.
Kind of like a boxing match.
Well, I tell you, but both teams showing that they got a lot of speed on defense.
So North Garland with their 2nd possession, they got a first down and then had to punt it away the first time. They'll start at their own 22 right hash, have 2 receivers each way, wide side to the left. Get a hand it, hit immediately, but busting off, and then he's in jail again. Lots of white shirts will get him down for a loss. And that is Sabrin Woods. Going to lose it back to the 20. That's a loss of 2.
I believe it was Hines. And well, let's see, number 40. Let's see who gets him here. Just breaks through there. Yeah, it's number 10, Hines. Gets through there and just grabs on, man. That's what and then wait for everybody else to come help you out. Nice job.
Remember the day of the tearaway jersey? That would have been torn way off of him there in those days. There's a short pass that's way too high. Parker was covered pretty well, but might have gotten a couple out of that. DeModric Wade with the good coverage for Rowlett.
Farrington's just a little happy feet right now. He's throwing a little high.
Yeah, he's consistently high, especially earlier. He had an open receiver that probably would have been a first down on a third down, and he missed him. 3rd and 8 here. The Raiders are 1 out of 2 on third so far tonight. 3 receivers to the far left, 1 to the right.
You know, that'll do it to you if you get a real good pass rush on you really fast. It'll make you get rid of it in a little hurry. We'll see how he settles down here as it goes along.
Farrington has the snap, just 1-step drop, fire right, and off the hands of a defender as it looked like it might get picked off, but he really fired it hard, and Xavier Gale could not hang on. Gale having a good year. He's first on the team in tackles with 28 and almost had his first interception.
Watch him pop that down from the safety, just drop straight down. Just a nice coverage. There's a good coverage scheme. They have 2 guys coming over. They don't know exactly. It kind of confused the quarterback a little bit. Who's going to be down and who's going to be up?
There's a nice high short punt that'll take a little bit of a North Garland roll to the Rowlett 40-yard line. Now that's a 40-yard punt.
Yeah, he's got a pretty good leg, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's moving the ball to the other end of the field, and that's all you can ask for.
Flips the field. He had a 38-yarder his first time, so this is one of the best punters in the district. Only came in, though, averaging 33.9, and he's got a 39-yard average. And, again, that's helping North to flip the field when their offense is struggling.
Now, you see that all their jerseys say TOI, and that means team over individual. And Coach Stevens always coaches that to all his players. It's always all over the building in there. It's team over individual.
Well, on the first 2 possessions for both teams, they've only got 1 first down between them. See what Rowlett can do on their 3rd possession, 1st and 10 at their 40. Two-paw with a play-action fake. Plenty of time. Deep down the middle. Incomplete. Simsick on the post route, but he overshot him. Pretty good coverage downfield.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Simsick was kind of held up. He wasn't able to open up his speed and get out there. Topal puts a good ball out there. He waits on him, has great time. The line puts a lot of good effort right there. He has time to throw it, sets, waits, throws. And I think that defensive coverage just kind of was holding his arm a little bit, just what you're taught, slowed him down.
You saw a junior cheerleader in the stands tonight, waving the pom-poms. Good crowd, good Friday night game here. Good weather especially. Two-paw with all day. Surveys the field, finds an open Evans. He's going to go the distance.
There's yellow
flags.
Jerry
Evans for the touchdown, but will it be called back? The referee says yes. It's holding, according to Rick Ford, the ref.
Boy, that was a beautiful play right there. He opens up, but all for naught.
Touchdown called back. We saw 2 of them called back against Naaman Forest last night.
I tell you, you think, oh, that was a great play, but maybe that play wouldn't have happened if there wasn't a hold by that offensive line,
Yeah, the pocket was awfully nice, maybe a little too nice.
Holding on the offense, number 55. 10-yard penalty, 2nd down.
It's going to be 2nd down and 20. Well, they may want to go back to that play as Evans just outran the safeties. It was a beautiful spiral. 3 receivers wide side left, ball on the right hash. Chauncey Amos hasn't gotten too many carries tonight as to the left of Tupal and shotgun.
The offensive line's been doing a pretty good job. There hadn't been a whole lot of pressure on.
Just a 4-man front. Actually, they're only sending 3 here, so he's got time. Got to go deep again.
Uh-oh.
Oh, a little bump in there. And I think we're going to get some North Garland interference.
Now that one I'm not sure I can agree with. Now, he was sitting there waiting on that ball. It looked like a punt. And it wasn't like he just ran into him either. It was just out there. Watch this. Here we go. He's just sitting there. Oh, man.
You got to call that.
Pass interference.
Yeah. You got to call it. It was an accident.
Number 2, 15 yards from the previous spot. Automatic. 1st down.
That'll move it to the 45 for the 1st down. I think it was an accident, Bobby, but you've got to call it. And it was catchable possibly if he didn't get tied up. Jerry Evans was the intended receiver. Boy, they're going to Evans a lot tonight. We're still in the first quarter, 4:52 left, still scoreless.
That's why you throw it up there, though. You know, you get chances that you can get a pass interference or something happening. So it either gets caught, dropped, intercepted, or pass interference.
Just the second first down for the Eagles. Play action fake to Amos and throws a quick, shallow slant caught by Evans. Evans seems to be the target on every pass, but just a 5-yard gain as he had to go down to get the ball. And
they'll take it, I'm telling you. Second down, so you get five yards on the first play. That's nice.
They're going quickly, ready to go again here on 2nd and 5. 4 receivers, 2 each way. Paul has his snap, has some time. Got to go deep down the far side, incomplete.
Oh, that was nice.
Tried to hit hole, and a good defense, good step-for-step defense, and a tip away at the last minute by Tyree Clark.
Yeah, that was nice. He was just straight on him the whole way. 6'3", 190 pounds. He watches, he puts a good ball out there, but look at this coverage. He's timing it, slaps it down. Nice job.
Rowlett just 1 out of 3 on 3rd down. They need 5 here.
Here comes a flag.
I think the right tackle made a little bit of a move. Number 55, I believe, is guilty.
Number 55.
There you go.
5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
But Travion Lacey Turner just kind of twitched a little bit, and they called it after about a 2-second delay, I might add. So it'll be 3rd and 10 at the Rowlett 45.
And now that's his second call right there. The touchdown was called back, and now that one. That's tough.
Looks like they may be changing the play. 3 receivers to the far side, the left side. Paul, as always, in shotgun with Amos back there with him. Looking to throw, looking left, going to go left. Little stop route, caught by Hull, a huge cushion, and he made the easy catch, and he's still going for extra yardage all the way to the 32-yard line. First of all, how do you get that wide open?
Well, it was a nice job. He does a little 12-yard comeback, and, you know, we just saw that they threw the fly down the sideline. This time he just breaks it off, and that's why you got your defensive back running with him, and when he does that stop route after you've already thrown the deep route, you know, that's how he comes open so good. Nice play call.
1st and 10 at the 32. Play action, quick pass, incomplete, down to the right seam where there was an open Trayvon King, but he dropped it. And we've got a hobbled Raider coming off the field. And he's going to have to stop coming off the field. He can't make it off. And that looks like Eduardo Garcia, one of their top tacklers on the year. Let's take a timeout. 3:47 first quarter. We're scoreless. Rowlett, North Garland on GRS TV. You know, Bobby, you're making a good point. Something to look out for tonight. Rowlett has a much larger roster, and there's only about 15 kids on the North Garland sideline. So the key for them is to be in good shape, hopefully, because they've got a lot of kids going both ways on a fairly warm evening, although it's not too bad. We got no wind. Temperatures probably in the low 80s.
Yeah, I think it was 80 degrees at kickoff, so maybe it's dropping down mid-70s. It's a beautiful night for football.
Just like last night. First 4 weeks of the year, we had lightning delays every night. It was unbelievable. The bands had to go home early. The drill teams had to go home. Well, they'll all be performing coming up at the half tonight. Still have the injured player down, Eduardo Garcia. Again, he's got 8 tackles for losses on the year. They can ill afford to lose him. He just started to hobble off and then just kind of had to collapse to the turf because he couldn't make it off. And he's got his hands on his face. He might be in a little bit of pain there, as you can see on our screen.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're even looking at so far.
It's like a knee, maybe. It's not the ankles. If he can walk off, that'll be a great sign. What a hand. Both sides. Yeah, if they're going to let him walk, that's a good sign that he can possibly just walk it off. He's kind of holding his side, though, also he was. This looks like a kid who might be back. Have to go off at least one play. As we get back to play, it's 2nd and 10 Rowlett. Got a pretty good drive here. Started back at their own 40 after the long punt return. 3 receivers this time, 2 to the short side of the field, the left. Amos, the lone back in the backfield with the quarterback Tupal.
Watch these little quick bubble routes on this 2nd down here.
Just a 3-man line. They're bringing 4. Oh, and he's drilled in the backfield. Chauncey Amos. Hello, Mr. Uzo Ebenama says hello in that backfield.
Yeah, big 6-foot 200-pounder just breaks through. Boom, man, just great job of wrapping up. No way you're getting away from him.
By the way, if you have trouble with his name, I mean, he's got a lot of letters in both names. They say just call him Uzi. Supposedly that's his nickname. Well, Uzi just made a heck of a play, and now it's 3rd and very long, 3rd and 14. They need to get all the way to the 23, probably 4-down territory for the Eagles. 2 receivers to the wide right this time. Amos or Tupal looking left, going to fire left.
Oh,
Caught.
He gets him.
What great hands from Hull, and he's got a 1st down with extra effort. He had to reach way up and hold it in.
Man, that's a beautiful catch right there. Again, he does a 7-yard comeback. Boy, he puts a strike on it. He has to really put the ball in the air fast because the coverage was there.
That is a set of hands right there. A gain of 17. The drive is still alive at the North Garland 19. 2:45 and counting here. First quarter, we're scoreless. Tupal will keep on the option down the line and crosses the 15 to about the 13. He is not afraid to tuck it and run.
He makes a great read right there as well because he had his pitch man, but the defensive end jumped out on that guy. And when he does that, you have to take it inside. And that's what he did. Just picks up a nice yards.
9th play of the drive coming. 2nd down and 4 at the 13. Now we got a whistle, and this is going to be procedure against Rowlett. I didn't see it, but somebody jumped.
All start on the offense, number 55. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
2nd penalty on this drive, but they've overcome the first 2. Or the first one anyway. Actually, it's their 3rd penalty of the drive.
Yeah, it's the 3rd penalty. One was for a touchdown, got called back, so they've really been hurting themselves a little bit.
2nd and 9, 3 receivers out to this far right side. Hull, the lone receiver left. A lot of times tonight, Bobby, they've had one receiver to one side and they've thrown it to him. As Hull made that catch with one-on-one coverage a moment ago. He is wide to the left, the short side. Looking right this time. Now he goes back left on the screen and drilled to the turf is Chauncey Amos. And they're going to call that incomplete. And doing the drilling was goodness. My goodness, goodness.
Oh, goodness.
You know, something tells me we're going to enjoy that name here in 2018. My goodness. North Garland's goodness.
Bam, and just a perfect wrap-up when he hits him as well. You know, it wasn't a bad play right there. Tupal doesn't, look at his receiver the whole time or anything. He's looking downfield, turns real quick, and tosses it out there. Just a great defensive play.
Rowlett 3 out of 5 on 3rd down. They need 9 here. They are in field goal range for Rainier if they want to try it. 3 receivers to this wide right. And another whistle. And a timeout, it appears. Let's see who took
Timeout.
it. Taken by Rowlett.
First timeout of the half.
Let's take a break. 1:38 first quarter. Still in the first quarter. We're scoreless. Rowlett, North Garland on GRS TV. Some of the young fans in the stands here on the North Garland side enjoying it. There's a drill team. Pretty good Friday night crowd. Look at the student section across the way for Rowlett. Boy, there are a bunch of students here tonight.
Both sides. I mean, you know, that's what happens when you got a 4-0 team and a 3-0 team coming together. You get a lot of people in the stands.
Big third down play. Listen to the crowd getting into this. Both sides. 3rd and 9 Eagles. Tupac dropping off the screen. Oh, the tunnel screen's incomplete. It's got to be out. They're going to call it incomplete. North Garland thought they might have had a fumble, but it was never caught. And blowing up the play was, oh, I missed it. There you go, number 22. There you go, Andrew Fung.
Yeah, I mean, it's like they were in the huddle and knew exactly what the play was going to be. Watch as Tupac looks left, turns right to throw that, and boom, it's immediately wiped out. I mean, Fung knew exactly where the play was going.
Jerry Evans again. Now they're going to try a field goal, it appears. It'll be a 35-yarder left hash, which is a bad angle for Rainier, the right-footed kicker. Tupac gets it down. The kick is up.
Perfect.
And it is good, just inside the right hash, and we finally have some points on the board. Rowlett scratches first and takes a 3-0 lead over North Garland. 1:32 first quarter. Back in a moment here on GRS TV. Rowlett band getting into it across the way after that Rowlett field goal to take the 3-0 lead. What a drive. They went 60 yards in 11 plays, used 3.5 minutes off the clock, and Reyna with the 35-yard field goal. Tough angle from the left hash, and he just got it through the right upright.
Well, it's nice to have a good place kicker.
Rowlett's always had them.
Put points on the board from 35 yards out. That's nice.
Rowlett's got 2 of them. They have 2 of them just about every year. Not many teams even have 1. Fumble on the return, but it's picked up and returned, but a short one.
Boy, a dangerous play. That ball hung up there in the air for a long time. Comes down, goes right through North Garland's hands and was able to be picked up by number 16 right there, Lipscomb.
Trailer Lipscomb. Don't see a lot of trailers. I love that name.
Perfect bounce right into his hands. Just a lucky bounce.
Yeah, they're living the good life, coming up with that fumble recovery.
Rowlett
on the
is
run.
so quick to get down there, too. You just don't have a whole lot of time.
Well, here goes North Garland again. They've only got 1 first down in this game so far. Looking over a 4-man front is Farrington. He'll hand it to Woods. Power run over left guard. He got about 3 out of very little there.
5'10", 180 pounds. Woods comes through there, and he laid the wood. I'm telling you, when he hit that little linebacker over there, they felt it. You could feel it up here. It kind of just shook everything. I mean, he's bringing it.
Yeah, he's a compact running back, as you just mentioned. He looks it, too. Raiders look to the sideline for the play. We're under a minute left here in the first. 2 receivers left, otherwise a tight formation. Woods is directly behind Farrington. Got to give it on the end around to Taylor, looking for a block.
He's got
Gets
some
one
room.
from Woods, has the sideline and a North Garland first down.
He's fast.
Give credit to Sabron Woods. He's not just a runner. He led the way around the corner.
Boy, Trey Taylor shows some speed right there. He looks to go in. Right here, he's got room, and then all of a sudden that closes. He can bounce it outside and really picks up some speed there.
Probably wouldn't have made it to the boundary, though, if it wasn't for the Woods block. We're going to put it down to 39 for a gain of 13. Only the 2nd first down for the Raiders. Taking a lot of time getting the play as we are now at the 10-second mark on the play clock, but I think they'll get this one off. Right hash. hand Woods, trying to cut it outside near side and grabbing the jersey and bringing him down with a nice open field play. That's DeModrick Wade, who's off to a good start tonight. Again, the second leading tackler coming in.
Well, you see him get out. He thought he was going to pop outside here, but then DeModrick Wade, just where did he come from? He's just hanging out, playing his position like he's supposed to do.
Again, you remember the old days in the 70s? I consider that the old days, but in the 70s, on that kind of play, the jersey would just tear. You just rip it off the back of the back.
Well, now the jerseys are so tight. You know, they're not loose and hanging off, so I'm not sure how they're getting such good grip on these guys.
Well, that'll do it for one, and we've got a good one between the two undefeateds tonight here in the Garland ISD. After one, it's Rowlett 3, North Garland nothing. Come back for the second quarter in a moment here on GRS TV. Back at Williams Stadium, Scott Powell, Bobby George, as we're about ready to start the second quarter. Two teams at 1-0 in district and undefeated on the season, as you have to see the beautiful new press box here at Williams Stadium. It's not as new as the one at Homer B. Johnson, but we got two of the better press boxes you'll find anywhere.
First downs, Rowlett 4, North Garland 2. Total yards, Rowlett 81, North Garland 29. So Rowlett is winning the total yards at this point, but they've got a good drive going, North Garland does right now.
Here we go on 1st and 10. Woods, the lone back, to the left of Peyton Farrington, the quarterback. They look to the sideline for the play. Down to 6 on the play clock. Better hurry. Farrington has the snap. Play action fake. Out pass caught by Raphael Ellis, and he doesn't get much more, but he does get 4 on the catch.
Yeah, so 2 of 6 passing for 9 yards so far. Rowlett's doing a good job of holding everybody in front of them.
3rd and 7. They are 1 out of 3 on 3rd down tonight. 3 receivers to the far left, as they're still looking for the play. Plenty of time on this play clock. Going to need a first down to keep the drive alive. Woods takes the handoff. He's tripped up but falls forward, and where they're marking this, he's a yard short of the first down.
Well, he shoots through there really quick. I think Rowlett was thinking he was going to be throwing the ball, and they come with a rush, and he just bounces it right up underneath them. If it would have got right there, that one ankle.
DeModrick Wade once again holding on most of the way from the ankles.
Yeah, I think he would have got the first down if he wouldn't have just got him right there at the ankle.
Tell you what, we'll let you know when DeModrick Wade does not make a tackle.
They're going for it here.
It'll be easier that way. From the 48, 4th and 1. Interesting decision, and Woods has it and more as he breaks a tackle into the secondary. They're still trying to get him down, and it took 2 or 3 white shirts to do it at the 29 of Rowlett. What a run by Sabrin Woods.
He's like a cat. Watch right here. He jumps in, and boom, he pops back out. He was covered up right there, and then he spins out of it, jumps over people's legs. He's like a cat. You can't get him down.
What a huge play. What an interesting decision to go for it on 4th down at your own 48-yard line.
It looked like it was going to be a stop for 2 yards.
On a first down play, Farrington's going to go deep on the fly route. It's caught by
he dropped it into the end zone.
Let's see what the call is. First of all, is it complete? Second of all, is it going to be a touchback or is it out of bounds? The 2 officials who were closest to it are talking about it.
Yeah, he blows the whistle, but it looked like the ball was loose.
They're going to say, well, everybody on the North Garland sideline's excited, so they're going to say a catch and out of bounds at the 4-yard line. A 25-yard gain for Duke Parker.
That ball was placed perfectly, and Parker was able to go up at the highest point off the back shoulder. That's what they teach you. Throw it off that back shoulder.
See if it's a good call.
Look at this. Come back. Oh, it's nice. 2 feet in. And, oh, that ball just gets out.
Did it go out of bounds, though, or did it go through the end zone is the big question we don't have an answer to. Boy, it looked like it was headed for the end zone, and then we got cut off.
And it set right in the end zone, so maybe it bounced on the line, maybe. I didn't see where the ball must have bounced out of bounds or something.
Well, not a lot of argument, especially from the Rowlett sideline. 2nd and goal from the 5. They lost 1 on the first down run.
Of course, Rowlett is on the complete opposite side of the field, so they couldn't even see it.
Here we go on 2nd and goal. 10 on the play clock. Farrington's got the snap. Play action. They're going to kill this one. And timeout taken by North Garland on the sideline. So let's take one. 9:21 first half. It's Rowlett 3, North Garland nothing, but North Garland is knocking on the door here on GRS TV.
Timeout.
We're discussing that play, that little controversial play. He fumbled it, and it was going forward and not toward the sideline when our video cut off. Bobby, I think it ended up in the end zone and not out of – if it went out of bounds, it didn't go out of bounds at the 4-yard line, I can tell you that, because it was going forward.
Let's see if we catch it right here. He goes up and gets it. Okay, it's a catch right there.
Look at the ball.
I'm wrong. There it is.
I am wrong.
Bounced right there. Perfect shot. That's it.
He kind of double pumped it and eventually knocked it out. My mistake.
Yeah, there we go. We see it now.
Good call by the official. I didn't know that he double hit it, and that's why it ended up out of bounds, because originally it looked like it was headed for the end zone until he batted it again. Great work by our GRS TV group. New quarterback.
Looks like they're going to run the Wildcat.
Oh, this is Ebenama out of the Wildcat, and he will score as he turns the left corner. Touchdown Raiders as they take the lead.
So a big 4th down play that they get 15, 20 yards on, then a beautiful throw, and then look at this. Boy, he just finds that window and just cuts it straight up. Just a nice job. I mean, he used the speed. Let the Wildcat roll.
So I like to say, he did a little window shopping and came up with a doggy. Touchdown, North Garland. PAT is GOOD for the Raiders. And the kicker was number 88, Van Chon. Chon with the PAT. Let's take a timeout. 9:14 second quarter. North Garland takes their first lead. 7-3 over Rowlett here on GRS TV. Bobby, coming into this game, I was wondering how good North Garland was. Could they hang with Rowlett despite their 4-0 record? They haven't played the greatest schedule in the world, and I'd say so far, as of right now, in my mind anyway, North Garland is for real. They've got a good football team, and they're leading 7-3 over Rowlett.
Yeah, it was a big play right there for Shabron Woods. He rushed for that 23 yards on 4th down to get that first down setup. Uh-oh, looky there.
A mistake by the Eagles. North Garland has recovered at the Rowlett 31-yard line.
Oh, my goodness.
That is just ridiculous on the part of Rowlett, to be quite honest. How did somebody not jump on that?
Boy, it's just pooped straight up in the air. It goes right between everybody.
Oh, there just wasn't anybody there, Bobby.
Yeah.
Perfect place to put that ball, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, Simsic was blocking. I mean, he's thinking somebody's going to get it behind him, and then the guys behind him was way back at the goal line. Just nobody was there. Beautiful kick.
Very unusual. North Garland looking to expand on their 7-3 lead. Woods is going to sweep it right on the hand from Farrington. He's hit hard, but breaks loose, and now he runs into the second wave, and that'll eventually be a 5-yard gain. He ran about 10 to get 5 there.
You'll take it. On first down, it seems like they're getting about 5 or 6 yards every first down, and when you do that, you have 2nd and 5, you get 3rd and short. It gets it really manageable so you can play.
Yeah, the second drive in a row where they've gotten good first down gains, and they move the ball well because of it. Last drive, 74 yards, 7 plays in 4 minutes and 13 seconds to get the touchdown. Yeah, their first down carries in their first couple of drives were very little, and they're proving you can get 5 yards, you can keep the chains moving. Trey Taylor, a handoff up the middle, fighting for yardage as he crossed the 25, but he's going to be 3 yards short and 3rd down coming.
Xavier Gale right there, and big number 92. Chris Lockett just really working down on that line, and boy, it's a battle down there. They've got some good offensive linemen and great defensive linemen. They're just working hard.
Now they're going to sweep it right with Taylor. Cuts it up, got a block, and he's got a first down, still going as he does a nice little dance and gets all the way to the 12-yard line for a 12-yard gain and a 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, I just say, Trey Taylor, hey, hold on to that ball. Hold on. He's fast. He shows his speed. Look at this.
Shifty.
Look at these guys blocking here.
Watch the dance.
But
There's
right
your dance.
Right here is when you got to go ahead and go forward. Don't jump back, because that's when that pursuit will get you.
They can get a first down without a touchdown at the 2, 1st and 10, Raiders. 7.5 and counting here in the second quarter. Already with a 7-3 lead, then they recover the pooch kick. Looking to take advantage of the Rowlett mistake. Here's another handoff. And nothing doing in the backfield and making the stop. Almost immediately was number 60, Gabriel Tito.
Tito,
3rd on the team in tackling, coming in with 21, and not bad for a defensive lineman.
Big boy. Watch him come through. He's getting double teamed, and he still finds them. He just sheds some blocks, and boom. Nice job right there.
2nd and 10 for North Garland. Actually make it 11 as they lost a yard to the 13.
Well, you get double teamed like that and you still come off that block and make that kind of a hit.
4 receivers wide to the left, nobody to the right. Now we've got a stoppage and another timeout taken. Rowlett takes this one. 6:36 left in the first half. North Garland with a 7-3 lead over Rowlett, and looking for more here on GRS TV. Bobby, tell everybody what you just told me at the break about how that was a good Rowlett timeout.
Yeah, well, they had 4 receivers out to the left on the wide side of the field. So when you do that, it sets up that defense. They didn't know where to go, what to do. They didn't know what to do with their left side corner, if they should bring him over or what to do with it. Because, boy, if you hand that ball to Trey Taylor rolling that way, he's got a lot of people blocking for him.
Well, they got the same set again, although one of them's a wing back. Head up middle, touchdown, Ebenama. Touchdown, Raiders.
Uzi.
The Ooze man. Uzi eases into the end zone.
Well, I tell you what they do. They spread them all out going left, and then what do? They pull big old number 9 through there, big blockers, and they go back the other direction. So they flood one side, misdirect, and go back the other side, and Uzi walks into the end zone.
To
basically.
Xavier Hines was the only guy to get any fingers on him, and it was basically fingertips, and he came up empty. Here's your PAT.
Oh,
it hits
no.
the right upright, no good. North Garland better hope that doesn't kill him later in this game. So with 6:31 left in the second, our new score, North Garland 13 and Rowlett 3 on GRS TV. "31-yard scoring drive after recovering the kickoff for North Garland. 2 minutes 40 seconds and 5 plays. Ebenama, love that name, with the 13-yard touchdown run. Missed extra point, though, as it hit the right upright, so it's just a 10-point lead. In other words, it's a 2-possession lead either way, but a 10-point lead when it could have been an 11-point lead could be big later.
Well, let's see if Rowlett adjust and move their guys around so that doesn't happen again on this kickoff.
Something tells me they got on the special teams on the sideline.
Same shot.
Yeah,
though.
look at all the people there this time. It is caught and stepping out of bounds after he caught it. So that's going to kill the play right there at the 27-yard line.
Perfect kick again. They put it right between the guys, puts it on the ground, and it's almost like an onside kick. It makes everybody try to decide, do I catch it or do you catch it? And then it drops right between both of them.
Chaw is good at that. Chon, good at that. 27-yard line, 6:29 left in the first half. Plenty of time for the
Look at this,
Eagles.
sets it right between them all. Whew.
He didn't step out there, but he did there. A balancing act over there by the return man, Ennis Henderson.
Sometimes you think, well, just let it roll out of bounds, get the penalty, but you don't know if that was going to roll out of bounds, and you certainly don't want the Red Raiders to pick it up.
Tupal wants to throw, has time, deep middle, incomplete. Again, overshot the receiver. Good coverage on Antonio Hole. North Garland secondaries looked good tonight, and on the play there was Nick Matthews, who goes both ways.
I think Holt thought that he was covered and that ball wasn't going to him because he kind of ran his route like, three-quarter speed until the ball was in the air, and then he had to pick it up. But it was because the coverage was so good.
We talked about how important time of possession is to North Garland. Their offense has been on the field a good part of the game so far, so they shouldn't be tired quite yet. Tupal, option keeper, spins. It's still going, finally downed at the 32. That's a gain of 5. Going to bring a 3rd and 5.
They've been pretty successful on that play. That's the second time we've seen them run the option. And Tupal's had to pull it down and take the run both times. We'll see if North Garland covers that up and starts punishing for doing it.
Rowlett 3 out of 6 on 3rd down. They'll need 5 here to keep it going, or they'll have to punt it away. 2 receivers each way. Tupal looking left, fires, dropped. Open was Trayvon King, and he flat dropped it, although it would have been a tough first down because he might have been tackled immediately.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good ball by Tupal. He throws a nice strike right there. Nothing wrong with that one. On the move. Now, I couldn't see if the defense had got his hands in there right at the last second, but this is going to force a punt by Rowlett.
So North Garland's got a chance one more time here in the first half. And the Raiders with 2 timeouts left.
They do finally drop somebody back to receive the punt.
Timeout.
Reyna is also the punter, but we're going to wait for a timeout before he'll get this punt off.
Yeah, I don't think they were ready. They didn't have their punt return team out there or even called. I think they were thinking Rowlett might be going for it, so they had to call a timeout.
Guess we'll keep it right here.
Great crowd tonight. Beautiful night to play ball.
Just got a good view of some of the folks here tonight. Both sides. Boy, what impresses me is that Rowlett student body group over there. That is one huge group. North Garland with a lot of folks here. Look, from one end to the other, there's a lot of North Garland fans. Let me tell you something. They've struggled a little bit the last few years and didn't always draw well, but these folks know that this is an undefeated team, and they've come out tonight.
They have. You get a lot of support when you're 4-0. You start winning ball games, people get real excited about your club.
And they're looking to go 5-0, leading 13-3, and they're getting ready to get the ball back here with 5:46 left first half.
They've only allowed 9 yards rushing for Rowlett.
Reyna in punt formation.
Beautiful.
This is a low liner. Can it be? Nope. They couldn't get there in time, or the return man couldn't get there in time. So a nice roll all the way to the 23-yard line. And let's see, that is going to be 45 yards on the punt. Wasn't a thing of beauty. It barely got off the ground, but not returnable.
Yeah, the Red Raiders have only allowed 9 yards for Rowlett on the ground rushing. That's pretty impressive for that defense. And now they've got the ball again, third time this quarter. You know, we've talked about almost 400 yards per game that they've been able to amass, and they are really showing it tonight that they do have a pretty good offense. They spread it around. They got a good running game. They got a good offensive quarterback that's really spreading it to a lot of different players.
Quick pass left is caught. Hit immediately is the receiver for a short gain. That's Raphael Ellis. Driven back, but good forward progress to the 30-yard line.
Oh, he had knocked the breath out of him a little bit. Watch him right when he catches. He's doing a 5-and-out. The ball's thrown perfect. That corner's just sitting, waiting on him. Puts his shoulder pads right in his belly. So, nice job of holding on.
Another one of those 5 to 6 yard gains on first down for North Garland.
You know, that's a good scheme that Rowlett's defense is in. The corner stayed home, and that's why he was there to make that tackle instead of dropping back. He stayed home.
Going to hand it, although we're going to kill the play here with either a timeout or a procedure, and there's a marker. This should be a legal procedure. Somebody appeared to move early because they killed the play.
Ball start on the offense, number 33. 5-yard penalty, second down.
So much for the 6 yards on first down. Two receivers each way. Ball on the left hash on 2nd and 9. Farrington's going to drop straight back. Now he's flushed out, in trouble. Breaks a tackle and just unloads it into the Rowlett sideline. Again, if you're outside the tackle box and you throw it beyond the line of scrimmage, you can throw it anywhere you want to. I remember watching Riley Dodge in the old days at South Lake Carroll. He would just heave it into the stands.
Yeah, I mean,
which is legal.
It's a smart play, but a lot of these quarterbacks we watch will get all the way to the sideline and then get knocked out of bounds, and you think, well, why didn't you just throw that away? You'd rather throw it away than take a loss. So it's really good presence of mind to be able to do that. Good knowledge of the game. Being a smart quarterback, that's part of it.
3rd down, 9. 3 out of 6 on 3rd down are the Raiders. 4 receivers in the set, 2 each way. Another whistle.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that they're going to go deep on this one. I figured they'd do a little stop and go.
Delay of game.
Oh,
on the
my
offense,
clock got
12.
away from him.
5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Tell you what, the P's and the whistles are working well. I can hear every one of them very clearly up here.
Yeah, when you have 2 penalties like that in the same drive, it's really tough to overcome.
3rd and 14. They're steadily going backward. Need the 34 for the first down from the 20. Or Rowlett's going to get the ball back with another chance here. Although Rowlett's only got 1 timeout, they had to burn 2 already. 4-10 and counting. Farrington looking to throw. Has some time. Deep middle.
Got him.
Caught.
Oh, my goodness. Pushed down.
With a defender hanging all over him. The catch was
Carrington
made by
Henson.
Yeah, another one of those great names, Carrington.
Boy, and what a beautiful throw. And you got to give a lot of credit. Look at this line. They give him so much time to sit back there and throw that deep ball. That's good coverage, but boy, that ball was placed perfectly.
Gain of 26 on 3rd and 14. The drive, needless to say, is still alive. 2 receivers each way. Now they're going to stand up and look for a recall from the sideline.
Well, that was an impressive throw. And just, I mean, it was impressive for that offensive line to hold those guys out there and let him throw that deep of a pass. It took a lot of time to throw.
From Carrington, they got another kid on the team named Traylor. I love those first names. We got a timeout taken by North Garland. Let's take one.
Third and final.
3:28 first half. 13-7, North Garland. I was going to call it an upset. I'm not sure it is an upset anymore. Leading Rowlett here on GRS TV. We look across town as South Garland losing to Lakeview Centennial 35-7 in the first half. Lakeview recovering from that loss to North Garland last week. Raiders just continuing on here, and they've got a 1st and 10 at their own 46. 3:28 left in our first half. Parrington's in trouble, and he's going to be down. They finally got to him for a loss there.
I think you got to give that as a coverage sack. Big number 15 coming in there and getting him, Jeremiah Franks, the junior defensive lineman. But you can see that he had plenty of time to throw it initially, but no one was open. I mean, that defensive backs up for Rowlett did a great job right there. There was nobody to throw to, so a smart play to pull the ball down, take off running, and then, boy, big number 15 comes through there, Franks.
Good old-fashioned coverage sack there, although they didn't give him much time to look downfield. Lamb was also a part of it. Simple handoff right up the gut and stacked up for very little. Rowlett starting to stiffen here defensively. And that was Trey Taylor on the carry. They're going to give him 2 to the 42. So 3rd and long. You know, Rowlett's got to be tempted to take a timeout because they're going to get the ball back here if they can hold them on 3rd and 15, but they're just letting the clock run. Well, one reason is they've only got one timeout while North is out of timeouts.
Well, they're having a good time out there tonight, aren't they?
I think North Garland's intentionally going to let this play clock drain maybe to 1 second, although they're going to have to let it go completely because they don't have any timeouts, but I guess they'll just take the 5-yard penalty here. They're afraid of giving it back to Rowlett here if they don't get the first down. And they do. They just take their 5-yard penalty.
Play a game.
I'm not sure why. Maybe they thought that was 4th down. I mean, it's still 3rd down.
I think they just wanted to give Rowlett as little as possible if they don't get the first down here. You very rarely see a team take a 5-yard penalty, but they didn't have any choice.
Well, it was if it's 4th down, I can see why you do that because you're going to still punt it.
Right.
But it's 3rd down, and now it really makes it tough to get a first down unless you're just going to, kind of run the ball in there. But I don't understand that play.
You just never see it done that way more than anything.
They're going to go deep here on a throw.
3rd and 19. They need all the way to the 44 of Rowlett.
Got him.
And they it's dropped. You can hear the O's. The O's were wild there. Duke Parker just flat dropped that football. And he might have had a first down.
Oh, and there's no doubt. I mean, he was running away from the defensive back. That ball is a beauty. Look at that. And see, he has plenty of places to run there. He's going to pick the first down up.
With his speed.
Peyton Farrington is really showing he's got a great arm.
Oh, his accuracy is really good. He's had a couple of drops tonight, Bobby. A little bit of a high snap, gets it down and barely gets it off. And, boy, this looks like it came out of a cannon. Hull catches it and returns it, and he'll get about a 12-yard return to the 34-yard line. So Rowlett with 1 timeout and 1 minute and 39 seconds left, trailing 13-3. I would think they're going to give it a shot from their own 34. just as I say that, who knows? They may just run the clock out here. North Garland can't stop it.
Oh, you got some big old boys right there. Look at the size of those guys. 77, 68, 75. These guys are big.
Rowlett, there's a couple things Rowlett's always known for. That's good special teams and a huge offensive line. Consistently, they're that way every year. They grow them big in Rowlett. 2 receivers each way from the 34. Tupal in the shotgun with Amos, his running back to the left. Looking to throw, a little pump fake. Going to go deep on the fly here on the near side, incomplete. Again, give North Garland secondary credit. I mean, the one-on-one coverage, they have been just blanketing the receivers all night.
Yeah, Clark's running with him step by step and actually becomes the receiver there. Now,
Yeah.
what you do good here is like earlier in the game, now that you've thrown that deep, now you do the same thing, but you break it off at about 15 to 20 and do a little comeback route. That leaves the defensive back still running deep, and then you just throw a timing comeback route and pick up 15, 20 yards.
2nd and 10 Eagles. 3-man front. They're covering everywhere else. Amos tried to break it out. He was caught by the shoe tops and just could not break away. And the shoestring tackle there by number 51, Juan Marin. Do you see Juan on the screen there?
Yeah,
being congratulated.
They got him at 5'8", 215. I mean, when you're 5'8" and you
Well,
weigh
I'll tell you
215, you are a hoss.
He looks a lot better at 5'8", 215 than I would.
Strong,
I can tell you that.
man. That's all muscle right there.
I would look horrible at that size. Another 3-man rush. A little bit of a prevent defense here on 3rd and 10. Tupal wants to throw. Nobody
Got
open,
him.
and he'll take the sack, and that'll be a coverage sack for the Raiders. He had time, looked downfield, nothing there, and Eben Nama with another big play for the Raiders.
Again,
Uzi.
going both ways, running the ball into the end zone and then getting a big sack right here on 3rd and long.
Yeah, he had time, and he's looking downfield, and then all of a sudden he said, I'm in trouble.
Good job of Tupal right there holding that ball tight.
4th and 14. They're taking their time, just letting this clock run down because they don't want to give North Garland any time to run their offense. And remember, the Raiders are out of timeout, so this is a wise decision by the Eagles.
Now, you watch the Eagles here. They are going to punt this ball, but they're going to go like they're going for it, and Tupal will jump back real quick and kick it.
Well, yeah, but I think North Garland thinks they're going to – I don't think they can trick them too much with this.
Well, you got 10 seconds, so you don't really want to show that you're going to punt it. I'm sure that they will punt it, but they don't want anybody back there to return it on.
What I would do, Bobby, is just do a quick kick, not even drop back in punt formation. They need to just get it out of there.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Tupal will line up like he's taking the shotgun.
Yeah.
He'll drop back and punt it.
In other words, by looking like they're going to go for it, they won't put anybody back. That was your point.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The key is to get it out of there. Whether it's a return or not, you need to get it out of that into the field because then North Garland can't do anything with it.
Yeah, I've seen Rowlett do it a lot. They rarely send their punter out on the field unless they're back in their own territory and it's an obvious punt. But they'll look like they're going to go for it, punt it. We'll see if North Garland knows about that and actually sends somebody deep anyway.
Great football game tonight. North Garland is back. They're for real. They hadn't won more than 4 games since 2009, and that's the last time they made the playoffs. It's been a long drought. Joe Castillo has been building, and it looks like they're built.
Yeah, we've talked about how good their defense is. They've held Rowlett this first half to 82 yards, 72 in the air, and 10 on the ground.
You know, even if they don't win this game, they're sending waves all over this district.
This is what you don't want to happen.
Bad snap. He's going to just throw it incomplete, but North Garland's going to get it at the 30-yard line with 5 seconds left. We've got a late flag.
Grounding.
Yeah, it's got to be, doesn't it? So now that's going to be a change of possession, and they're going to get yardage added on here and be even deeper. Field goal range with 5 seconds left.
Intentional grounding.
That's
On
a
the
loss
offense,
of down,
45.
Bobby.
Loss of down. Ball will go over. First down.
So what kind of a kicker do they have? I've got some stats on Mr. Chon. He's 1 out of 2 with a long of 33 yards this season. And this would be a 24-yard attempt, well within his range if they want to kick it.
I mean, this is what you didn't want to happen, and that's why I was thinking they were going to just snap it to Tupal and let him just pooch punt it like they do normally, because this is exactly what you didn't want to happen here.
It'll be a 24-yard attempt for Sean. It's on the right hash, which is a good angle for a right-footed kicker. And remember, Ellis is the holder, not a quarterback. High snap, he gets it down. The ball is up.
Barely, he don't get it.
He just didn't get all of it. It was ugly from the get-go, and it caught the left upright.
Boy.
But what a great first half for North Garland. They can go to the locker room with a lot of confidence, while Rowlett's got to be wondering what's going on here tonight. We're at the break. We'll take one. It's North Garland 13, Rowlett 3. Back with the second half here shortly on GRS TV. Scott Powell, Bobby George back at Williams Stadium. We're about ready to start the second half, and we're about ready to start the first half highlights. North Garland leading 13-3, and here they are. Here come the Raiders, the undefeated North Garland Raiders, and the undefeated Rowlett Eagles.
It's been a great game so far, defensive battle.
Rowlett band members, drill teams, cheerleaders from North Garland, sideline fans. Here's the first points, a field goal from Rowlett's Luis Reyna, and the fans going nuts. Ebenama on the carry out of the Wildcat formation scores for North Garland. Uzi, as he's known as.
Beautiful night. Look at all the people on stands are completely full.
That was Sabrin Woods handing that ball off, the running back out of Wildcat, to Ebenama with another touchdown.
Ebenama playing both ways, offense and defense.
Didn't realize that was Sabrin handing that ball off, and there are your first half highlights.
I tell you, Rowlett has been held for 59 total yards, and that is amazing with Rowlett. They've got a high-powered offense, but those Red Raiders, that defense has been stout tonight. They've allowed 72 yards in the air and minus 13 yards on the ground. So those Red Raiders defense playing really good. They've got 150 yards total offense, the Raiders do, and 82 on the ground, 68 in the air.
Any individuals that stand out? Probably not much. He's got another short kick. North Garland fields it.
Goes down pretty quick.
A short return. Yeah, not much. Good coverage there. Tyree Clark had nowhere to go. The left-footed kicker, they got a different kickoff man from the field goal, extra points. Reyna does that, and the guy that does the kicking is I just missed it.
Peyton Farrington's got 68 total yards in the air. Sabrin Woods 34 on the ground. Trey Tyler 28 on the ground. Uzi 18 on the ground with 2 touchdowns. In the air, Henson's 26 yards. That was a big play. Duke Parker went up and got it on the 5-yard line, set up the touchdown. And Ellis with 17 yards.
Play action fake. Farrington wanted to drop it off. That could have been a lateral behind the line, but
I guess they do. They let him play it out.
Finally coming up with it was Nick Matthews, and he was in trouble and gets a 4-yard loss on first down.
Well, Matthews had a lot of room to run. If he catches that ball on the run, he probably could get outside there and had the sideline.
Loss of 4.
Good presence of mind to pick it up, though. He realized it was behind the quarterback, a fumble, actually. Smart job to pick that ball up and take it upfield.
Raiders going quickly, but they pull up and look to the sideline for a play. Plenty of time on the play clock. Going to send a man in motion and hand it to him. That is Matthews, who gets back to the original line and a couple of more to the 30-yard line.
Well, he gets through there in a hurry, doesn't he? Hines there for the stop, but boy, I thought he was going to go for a little bit further, and that was a fast run right there.
6-yard gain, it'll be 3rd and 8. Again, North Garland going quickly, barely giving Rowlett time to line up as they'll come with a 4-man front.
Hines looks like he's playing linebacker, but he kind of drops back into like a safety a little bit. So maybe he's a safety dropping up to be linebacker.
3 receivers to the left. He's looking left. Now Farrington steps up.
Oh, pass interference.
Delivers incomplete. He tried to hit Ellis. Threw it into traffic, and it's incomplete, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Nice job by that Rowlett defense. They really smothered the ball. Those 3 plays. Nowhere to go with this pass. He looks downfield, steps up, very nice, puts it in there just over his head. But boy, they really took the receiver out. That could have been called. They don't call it 4th down. Oh boy.
Ball on the ground. He gets it off and is hit, but did get it off. That's the key, although it wasn't far. Could have easily have been a big loss.
Well, nice job of him getting down on that ball and getting that ball out of there. Although it only netted about 5-6 yards, but man, that could have been really bad for North Garland. Look at this, comes down, scoops it right up like a baseball player, and boom, he's left-footed, kicks it.
Ellis just barely got it off. Boy, the special teams are killing North Garland. Well, they're not killing them because they're leading 13-3, but it could be worse. They've missed a couple of kicks.
Well, they did get an onside type kick, that pooch kick that they ended up getting the ball and going for a score. But outside of that, it's really been tough go for the Red Raiders.
So good field position at the North Garland 41 for Chase Tupal and company. Tupal play action over the middle, drops. Oh. Antonio Hull reached out his left hand and appeared to have it and then dropped it. That might have gone the distance on the crossing route.
Well, you've got to put both hands out there to catch that one. That's on stride. You've got to catch that with both hands right there.
It's almost like it caught him by surprise. 2nd and 10, Eagles. 2 receivers each way from the left hash. Tupal drops back into the shotgun, has Amos. Chauncey Amos hadn't seen much action tonight. End around to Jerry Evans, looking for the boundary, has it. Got a block, evades a couple of tacklers, still going as he cuts it up the middle. What a nice play, working his way against the grain. Jerry Evans for a 1st down, a gain of 15.
Well, he made everybody look kind of slow right there. I mean, I thought they had him.
Like everybody else is in quicksand.
Yeah, I mean, right here, they string it out. The defensive end strings it out. Nice job. But, boy, right here, he just goes ahead and makes, whoop, see you later. I'm going this direction.
I love the whoop.
I'm going over here. Makes everybody look slow.
That's a great way of calling it. Whoop. 1st and 10 at the 26. 2 receivers each way. Tupal's going to throw it. Got it. To the left. Incomplete. Not a good pass.
No, that was a little behind him right there. Tupal has his receiver running a 5 and out. And if he leads him, he's got him wide open. He just kind of throws it behind him, dangerously behind him, because that's where everybody's pursuing.
Lots of targets tonight for Jerry Evans, but he couldn't get that one. 2nd and 10, Eagles. Trying to inch a little bit closer, down by 10 here early 3rd quarter. Tupal's going to go right this time. A catch, and being slung out of bounds after the catch was Trevon King.
Might have a late hit on the quarterback here, or holding. I'm not exactly sure which one they're going to call.
I think it's a late hit because Joe Castillo of North Garland's not happy, as he is close to the referee shouting at him.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, hitting him below the knee. Number 5 on the defense. Half the distance, added to the end of the run, 1st down.
Goodness with the penalty. Well, I wish my parents had named me Goodness. I'd have something to live up to, you know what I mean?
You probably thought it was. They probably said, oh, goodness, all the time.
Oh, I hear it all the time, absolutely. I have been called Goodness quite often. Penalty all the way to the 7, 1st and goal, Rowlett. A break for the Eagles. Let's see if they can cash it in and make this a 1-possession game. 2 receivers wide to the left. 2 back set, either side of Tupal. Expo, backup running back Josh Expo is in there to the right, number 26. Might be changing the play. Plenty of time on the play clock.
They got a movement. They're moving them back now.
Somebody moved.
It took forever for the play to be called.
On the offense, number 75. 5-yard penalty, first down.
I mean, you have these guys sitting in the stands for so long, moving the play around.
So 2nd and goal from the 12. Make it 1st and goal, excuse me. Same set, 2 receivers left, 1 right, 2 backs, 5 linemen. Here comes a 4-man rush. They pick it up. Going to go to the far corner of the end zone. Incomplete.
Nice
Tried to hit Evans, and a great defensive play by Nick Matthews. Going both ways as a receiver and a cornerback.
So what they do is they run their corner on a punt, on a post corner.
On a punt.
A post corner, and you got 2 other guys going into the flats, and it makes the safety or corner, whoever's covering him, choose which way to go, and he just made a great read on the ball, was able to get out there cleanly and knock that thing down.
2nd and goal from the 12. Tupal might be changing the play at the line. Same set. Ball on the inside the right hash. Looking to throw again, a little pump fake. Corner of the end zone again, tried to hit Evans. A different pattern, and again Matthews with good coverage. That was not a good pass.
Yeah, he does an out and up on this one. Sends a guy deep on the outside. Of course, Evans is in the slot, and he does a little out and up, a wheel route. And that ball, I mean, it was pretty much covered. That ball would have had to been put in a perfect spot for that to work. Good defense right there.
Rowlett just 2 out of 7 on 3rd down tonight. They need 12 and a touchdown to convert here. 2 receivers to the right this time. He's looking left, though. Under pressure, steps up, going to run with it. Not going to get to the end zone, though, and he is downed hard at the 10. Pretty good shot there from Devin Barrett-King.
Boy, Garcia right there. See him on the screen. He closed in a hurry.
Looks like Reyna is going to try a field goal to get him within 7. Reyna already kicked one from 35 yards in the first half. Remember, Tupal is the holder. If you have any thoughts about a fake, it'll be a 26-yard attempt on the right hash. He already kicked one from the right hash earlier. Check the snap. They're ready to go. It's a good one. Good hold. The kick. Very good looking, and it's true. Timeout on the field. Rowlett with the first score of the second half. 8:30 left, 3rd quarter. 13-6, 1 possession lead for North Garland over Rowlett on GRS TV. Well, an 11-yard punt. Did you see some of the fans and the band members?
Yeah, that kind of set it up for a 41-yard play, and then 15 yards of it comes on a roughing the passer. So actually the defense does a good job. I call that a victory for the defense to hold them out of the end zone, because they basically had a first down inside the 10.
Reyna with a 2nd field goal of the night. It's all the points for Rowlett. When's the last time they didn't score a touchdown? Out of bounds kickoff. North Garland's going to go on the offensive here.
Rowlett did a good job last possession of holding them out.
Free kick out of bounds. On the kicking team, number 42. North Garland will take the ball at the 30-yard line. First down.
So Rowlett does a great job of holding this good offense. There's Coach Stevens. I'm sure he's real happy about that one. But he had that defense really working Must have done a lot of adjustments at halftime, but because they were able to hold North Garland, get that 11-yard punt, turn it into points.
3 receivers left. They're going to run it right out of the Wildcat. This is Woods. Runs into one defender, but keeps going. Good, tough run there. He's finally dropped at the 35.
Again, you like those 5-yard first downs. That's nice. Get everybody going one direction. Look at all of those guys. And he picks his window. Was a great stop by big number 40 right there coming down the line for Rowlett.
But he bounced off a number 40 at first, and then he also got a piece of the tackle. And that was Xavier Wills. 2nd and 5.
Same play.
Left. Matthews on the sweep left. Had it stripped, but he picks it back up, and now he'll be gang tackled. Well, he never went down, but he was gang stopped at the 37.
That shows you how much time he had running that ball. I think he was going to get to the edge and pick up the first down, but it just popped straight out.
Gain of 1 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 2.
He's had time to reach down and pick the ball up. Watch this. Look at all these guys blocking for him out there.
Make it 3rd and 3.
Here he comes at us. Just boom, popped it right out of there. Nice job.
North Garland 4 out of 8 on 3rd down tonight.
Henderson reaches in and grabs that ball out of there.
They're going to run it against a 6-man front and going to come up short of the first down. He found a small hole, but it closed in a hurry. Are they going to call this a fumble? I think they're saying he may be down. Let's see. The line judge seems to say he was down. Yeah, they're going to call him down. No fumble. And
okay,
it'll be
so
3rd and 1.
Third and 1. What are you going to do
here?
here?
4th and 1. Should be 4th and 1, yeah.
Yeah, 4th and 1. So what are you going to do here?
I'm going to punt it. I'm up by 13-6, and I'm going to get rid of the football.
But each time they've punted, it's been pretty dangerous.
Yeah, I see your point, but hopefully they were working on it on the sideline. We're told that should have been a fumble from the truck. What'd you see?
North Garland.
If this is college, I would swear we're going to instant replay, but they don't use it here in high school, even though we have instant replay. Timeout, North Garland. Let's take one. 6:26, 3rd quarter, 13-6. The Raiders over the Eagles here on GRS TV. Let's see this replay again. Was this a fumble or not?
They got him stopped right there. They may have blown the whistle, but boy, that ball does come out, you know. It comes out, but it just depends on what time they blew that whistle. If they had him stood up, they could have blown it.
Or they may not have seen the fumble. I think they thought he was down also.
Well, he was standing straight up when that ball came out, though, so they were really lucky on it.
Bobby's point is if they blew the whistle early, that kills the play, whether they should have or not. 4th and 1, they're lining up to go for it. Farrington under center. Deep handoff. First down, Woods, and a bunch more. Woo. Boy, that's a gutsy call at your own 39 with a 7-point lead.
Boy, that was a nice run, too. When he got hit, you're not bringing him down with the first runner. He was able to break some tackles and then drag people. But you're trusting this big line. Look at number 74. Boy, that is really getting it right there. You got to love your lineman. Cole Dagan right there, 6'4", 290. That's why they ran right behind him.
Keep in mind they had to go for it probably because they're having trouble with the punt snaps.
Yeah, you got a line like that, you say, well, let's just run behind it. He dominated.
4-man front, only sending 4, but they're killing the play from the get-go. We got another procedure, it appears. Head linesman with the call. Yep, the legal procedure.
7. 5-yard first down.
Well, North Garland came out of the locker room a little flat. They fumbled the ball basically 2 times. They recovered it both times, but they fumbled it They've had multiple penalties and a bad special teams punt play. So they've come out a little flat.
1st and 15 from the 41. Rowlett cheerleaders leading the cheers, just like they should. Farrington quick drop. Tried to drop on the crossing pattern, but it was incomplete.
He had his receiver open, crossing in the middle. There was nobody there. If he hits him on stride, it's going to be hard to catch him. It's a long gain.
Duke Parker had no chance here. Watch. Just didn't step into it at all.
Yeah, just underthrew him a little.
Overthrew a few in the first half and underthrew one there. But Farrington's a pretty accurate passer, having a good night. 2nd and 15. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Threatening to blitz, and here they come with 6. Gonna sweep it right and eliminate it after a 1-yard gain. May have had a fumble.
I believe it's out.
I think they're going to give it to Rowlett. I'm waiting for the signal.
My goodness.
Was he down or not?
Ennis Henderson comes flying through there.
Was he down or not? I think they're saying he was down, Bobby. Love to see the replay again. Ennis Henderson just wiped him out. Now, let's see if there's a fumble or he was down here.
Oh,
I think he's down. Pretty obvious. Yeah, good call that time.
Oh, yeah, he recovered it and they took it from him. But, boy.
Gain of 1 on the play.
Carrington Henson, he's only 5'7", 140 pounds. He comes flying through there.
Another 3rd and long for North Garland, still in their own territory at the 42.
He really got hit hard.
And another stoppage. Boy, there's been a lot of whistles tonight.
Timeout. North Garland. That's their 2nd timeout of the half.
And we're going to go timeout GRS TV. 4:45 left 3rd quarter. 13-6 Raiders here on GRS TV. Well, the back who took the big hit has come out. It'd be hard for him not to be shaken up a little bit after the shot he just took. Back to play, 3rd and 14, North Garland at their own 42.
Yeah, I think it was a good timeout by Joe Castillo because his team has come out. They fumbled the ball 3 different times on this drive.
Farrington with a play action. He's in trouble and downed immediately. That was a blitz from the outside. And DeModrick Wade, who had several plays in the first half, makes one here. And it's a big one on 3rd down. They're going to have to punt.
Yeah, it's a great time to blitz. I mean, he comes right off the edge. Missed blocked right there by the back. And he makes the play off the sides, man. That's just a nice job of blitzing.
Did not go for the play fake, needless to say.
Now here's where they've had problems. Let's see if Rowlett looks like they're going after him.
4th and 23. The snap rolls to the punter, but it was a good roll, and he got it off pretty easily. Now you know why they go for it on 4th down sometimes in their own territory. The ball's finally going to be downed at the 26-yard line. That's a 32-yard punt.
Yeah, that's the 2nd time that ball has rolled on the ground. And fortunate for North Garland, they've been able to scoop it up like a baseball and get that ball out of there.
You know what? It touched a player. I thought there was a chance of that. It touched a player at the 41.
By the kicking team at the 41-yard line. 1st down.
We may have a replay on that, but I thought the same thing in live action. Watch this. See if we see it hit the player. There you go, right there. Yep,
boom,
hit him in the lower leg.
Yeah.
Good see by the officials there. 4 minutes left here in the 3rd. Rowlett trailing 13-6. Moving left to right in those all-white uniforms with maroon trim.
Now we'll see if North Garland starts to get tired out there. You know, you got a lot of players going both ways, so we'll see what Rowlett can do here.
Play action fake. Plenty of time. Deep
wide
throw
open.
across to the far side. Evans
Got him.
catches it, breaks a tackle. He's loose. Here comes the next wave. He's still going and finally run out of bounds. All the way to the 25.
Woo, that's a nice play. They just found the broken coverage. Finds Evans out there. It's finally got it to him. They've really worked at getting him the ball tonight.
35 yards.
Well, this one, he was just sitting by himself right there.
You know, it was toward the sideline. A perfect throw from Tupal as he had to fit it in without him going out of bounds. Big play there for the Eagles.
Well,
Three receivers right.
That was impressive that all the Red Raiders following up on that.
Tupal going down the middle. Caught. Touchdown. Eagles. Antonio Hull. Wide open.
Yeah, he's running a little post route. Just a beautiful, beautiful throw. And you got to give credit to that offensive line. Tupal had a lot of time to sit back there, hide the ball, and toss it up for the touchdown.
Little survey into the field, too, as he looked left and then down the middle.
Yeah, look at him. Set. Okay, here we go.
It's a slow developing play. You got to wait for a hole to go all the way across the field, and he had the time. PAT could tie it here. Reyna. Good snap. Good hold from Tupal. The kick looks good, and it is good. A brand new ball game. Let's start all over. Tonight here at Williams Stadium was 13-3 at the half, and now we're tied 13 all. 3:40 left third quarter on GRS TV. Took Rowlett 2 plays to go 59 yards because of a 34-yard pass to Evans and a 25-yard touchdown pass to Hull.
And
that's the way you get downfield.
You know, we were looking out there, and we talked about it earlier in the game, that you've got most of these guys going both ways and playing special teams. And you have Rowlett, got a complete offense, a complete new defense, and basically a whole set of group that's playing special teams. So
I haven't noticed one player doing more than one thing, have you?
And it really wears them down. They get tired, especially after halftime. So we'll see what happens here. We think in the third quarter already, you know, Rowlett has started to dominate the defensive line, starting to be able to actually throw the ball a little bit against North Garland. So North Garland's going to really have to buckle down here and see what they're going to do and see if they can get it done, because it's, you know, he's going to have to get them a good pep talk, have some good play calls, and have some good breaks go their way right here.
Kickoff return by Clark. Lost yardage, about 3 or 4. They'll start at the 26. Farrington in shotgun. Woods to his right. Gonna hand it to Sabrin. Nowhere to go. He tried to go right tackle, and another tackle for DeModrick Wade. Definitely the defensive MVP of this game.
Yeah, he's been all over the place, playing that defensive end over there. He's got a great sack earlier. He's just really stringing it out when they try to go out wide.
By the way, I just noticed something. North Garland already has used 2 of their 3 timeouts, and that may be a problem later on in this game. 2nd and 9 from the 27. Farrington, a little baby play action going deep. One-on-one up in the air, incomplete, knocked away at the last minute. Good closure there by the cornerback. And that looks like number 20, Jared Wesley.
Yeah, it does a little out and up, and he does get open. Boy, he has him. He just kind of threw it just a little short. He had to wait on it just a little bit, and when he does that,
because of the Wesley coverage, that took a perfect pass, and it was slightly underthrown. 3rd and 9, another 3rd and long. They've had them all night.
I think you try to go do it again.
Well, Rowlett will cover you one-on-one. Pump fake, looks like the exact same play. Has it up, incomplete. That was short. We may have interference.
Boy, you can hear the disagreements there.
I can hear the Rowlett coaches next door not happy.
Yeah, Lance Canyon is, I mean, he's going to get blamed for it, but, I mean, I think he has pretty good coverage there.
Let's see the replay, hopefully.
15 yards from the previous spot. Automatic. First down.
I mean, what I saw was the ball was way, way underthrown, and it looked like the receiver kind of gave up on it a little bit.
Not really catchable in a way. Here you go. Underthrown.
Yeah, I
look,
just
it's not even that close to
it.
That's uncatchable, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, he's not even trying to break towards the ball because he's kind of given up on it, and it just looks like the defender was just there.
First down, handoff to Woods, left guard. He plunges his way to the 45 for 3.
Well, I tell you, that's what North Garland needed, though. Go ahead and toss it up there. Again, what we say earlier.
You called it. Same play, same formation, same everything.
Yeah, you go ahead and toss it up there, and if they get a pass interference, you get to start it over again. So, and that's exactly what happened. Good break for them.
Going quickly, the Raiders. Farrington, play action. Looking left, another pump fake. Another similar play, diving try, incomplete. He threw it a little too far, and Duke Parker went on a headlong dive and came up a little short, and Wesley again with the coverage.
Yeah, nice job, and it was a really good route.
Same
he does a
play, Bobby.
He does a post corner at this time. They're really working on him. He's getting a lot of time to throw the ball. Great job by the offensive lineman. He does a post corner, but he turns around, turns his body around, and when he does that, it's going to be a tough play if you can't get your body turned.
3 of the last 4 plays have been the same play. Here comes a 6-man blitz. They're going to try and sweep it right with Woods, and not enough blockers for the potential tacklers, and a nice one-on-one. Boy, Rowlett will stick you, won't they?
I'm telling you, that's that Ennis Henderson we saw come down the line earlier.
He's a headhunter.
Yeah, he's blowing people up right there. Again, a beautiful tackle. Look at him. He's eyeing it all the way, coming down, and boom, form tackled. You're down.
Let me remind you, watch for the snap. They've had trouble snapping in punt formation from the 44, 4th and 8.
Oh,
and
my.
It's way over his head. He overcompensates. Going to fall on it. It's going to be Rowlett's football at the 15-yard line. Oh, my goodness. Bobby, I think there might be a want ad in the paper for a deep snapper this week. Sign up.
Well, it's tough. I mean, they've just not been able to get this snap in.
If you are under 18 and you go to North Garland, get your resume in. First down and 10 at the 16-yard line. 2 receivers each way. 2 Paul still in there. Going to option it down the line, keep it, cut it up. Good yardage. They blocked it well to Paul. First down inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, big number 77 right there. You got to give him a lot of credit. 58-75. That big offensive line is starting to move the pile. Romero, Rollins, Tito.
12-yard gain, first and goal. 2 back set this time. 3 backs if you include the quarterback. Gonna hand it to Amos, cuts it back up the middle, fights his way. He'll be stopped at the 2. Haven't seen much of Amos. They've thrown on most downs tonight. Couple of end arounds. Chauncey came in averaging 100 yards a game. Second and goal at the 2. They're going quickly.
Now looky here. See all that blocking? I mean, they are starting to move people around. You got a pancake block right there by 76, Wallace and Numba. Do it again.
Going to give this one to Expo, fighting for the goal line. He may have it. He does have it. Touchdown Eagles. And they take their first lead. I believe, right? Did they ever lead early in this game?
Yeah, I think they got the first 3 points maybe. I'm not sure. Look at this. They just follow that big offensive line in there. And why not? They've big guys. They got a lot of energy right now. They're starting to dominate. This has been a big, big third quarter for the Rowlett Eagles.
Expo with his second touchdown of the year. Here comes the Rainier PAT. And the Rainier PAT is good. Timeout on the field. We got a brand new game here. Rowlett with their first lead. 41 seconds left, third quarter. Eagles lead at 20-13 on GRS TV. Yards on the short touchdown drive after the high snap over the punter's head for North Garland. So special teams mistakes are really adding up, making it easy for Rowlett. Their lead is 7. By the way, that's the second lead for Rowlett. They did score a field goal early to take a 3-0 lead. Another short kick. That is Delgadio, the kicker, left footer. Short return, but a short kick, so decent field position at the 32.
Well,
36
Garland,
seconds.
They really, really need to put something together here and stay on the field a little bit and keep Rowlett offense off the field if they want to maintain what they've been doing all game.
Yeah, North's gone a little stagnant. 1-2-3 punt. They did get a first down the second possession. 1-2-3-4 out. Anyway, it looks like they've only had one first down here in the second half. 2 receivers each way. Woods bounces it out. No, that's Trey Taylor who tried to bounce it, and he couldn't get out of the waiting arms of the tackler.
Tito.
And is it Tito again?
Yeah, boy, he just comes through there, and him and number 24 both, Xavier Gale, come through there, and they make a great stop.
Those are 2 and 3 leading tacklers on the team.
Gale stands you up and Tito buries you.
That's a tough combination to beat.
Man.
2nd and 9 at the 33. Last play of the third quarter if they get it off, and they will not. That's the end of 3. Rowlett has rallied from a 13-3 deficit to take a 20-13 lead as we go to the 4th here on GRS TV. One quarter to go tonight for Williams. 2 1-0 district teams and 2 undefeated teams on the season. It's been a good one. All North Garland first half, all Rowlett so far here in the second half. Rowlett had a chance to build a bigger lead in that first half. Missed an extra point, missed a field goal. They were both fairly short. And
yeah, North Garland did. Yeah,
that's what I meant to say.
Right at the very end of the half, they had a real short field goal that they missed, but they could have went into halftime really feeling good.
They got a 2nd and 9, from their 33. Play action. Farrington had the time. Deep one, nice pass, nice catch with pretty good coverage there. And that is Nick Matthews with the long gainer.
Yeah, that's what they've been trying to do. This time he does a post corner again, and finally they do connect on it. Nice ball.
32-yard gain on 2nd and long. That'll give this offense some confidence that has struggled here in the second half.
Yeah, it puts them on the other side of the field for once. This, that whole third quarter, they weren't able to get a first down and not even cross the 50.
There you go. That's the first time they've crossed the 50 in the second half, Bobby. Fumble on the strip. Rowlett picks it up. Guess who? DeModrick Wade. He may go. Oh, he couldn't quite make it because they defeated a block way downfield. But Wade with the strip, pick up, and return. I think he stripped it. It could have been somebody else. But anyway, what a play by Wade.
Boy, Saveron Woods makes the play to save it.
Wade has been the defensive MVP in my mind in this one.
They could have called him down right there when he starts going backwards.
It was Wade who picked it up. I don't know if he stripped it. I guess that's what I'm wondering. 40-40, we're told by the truck with the strip.
Well, look at Woods come through there and make a saving touchdown right there.
Xavier Wills stripped it.
Getting congratulated on the sidelines, everybody.
Rowlett could almost put this game away, make it a 14-point lead with a touchdown here. Still got 11 minutes, though, to go, 11 minutes plus here in the fourth quarter.
A lot of times they'll call, the quarterback down when they get him in the grasp like that and start swinging him backwards. Once that forward possession stops and he starts going back, they'll call him down, but they didn't on that one.
Fade route, far corner. Oh, he led Jerry Evans too much. Jerry tried to dive for it and couldn't come up with it.
Boy, that's a great play call.
And nobody home defensively.
He has time to throw it.
Should have been an easy 6, right?
Oh, just right out of his reach.
You could barely see a red jersey, just barely on the screen.
Yeah, now we've seen that. It looks like the passing game for Rowlett has come alive, and I'm not sure what's happened with the defense. In that first half, that North Garland defense was shutting down the receivers, but they are finding a way to get open now.
2nd and goal at the 7. Option down the line to Paul. Keeps it inside the 5 to the 4. 3rd down and goal coming. Pretty good stand so far from North Garland. Wow. Got one more. This could be a 4-point play, touchdown, or probably a field goal attempt.
Well, I tell you got a couple of plays to run the ball in here, and I'm going to follow big number 76, Unamba and Rollins and Romero. Those guys are so big on that line. I'm just going to go ahead and follow them right through there.
I think they're going to throw it, though, Bobby. That's my guess, anyway. I don't have the headset on from the sideline. 3rd and goal from the 4. Nope, going to throw it. Middle, incomplete, too tall. He had a crossing route there in the back of the end zone, but good coverage also. Wanted to hit hole, and the coverage was from Xavier Hines.
We got a big Rowlett lineman down. Uh-oh.
We have a penalty, don't we?
Romero's down, too.
No, it's just an official timeout, as you said, for the injury. Yeah, I thought they may have thrown a flag, but they did not. Let's take a break. 10:27 left. Tell you about the injury in a moment. 2013 Rowlett here on GRS TV. Well, just as we return, they start helping up the big Rowlett lineman.
He looks like he's hurting. A knee, maybe. That'll hurt you right there because he was the anchor over there on that left side of the line.
Elian Romero, and Rowlett is going to go for a field goal here from the 11. It's 1 yard further than an extra point, and Bobby right down the middle of the field. I mean, it doesn't get any easier than this. North Garland would love to get a rush put together here. As Reyna looking for his 3rd field goal. I mean, this is really a chip shot compared to what he's already done tonight. He's kicked a 35-yarder and a 29-yarder earlier. And those were from the hash. This is right down the middle. The snap is there. The hold's there. Good rush, but they couldn't get it, and the kick is good. So it's a 2-possession lead for the Rowlett Eagles, 23-13 over North Garland. We still got 10 minutes to go here in the fourth on GRS TV. Well, some of the band members at North Garland having a good time tonight.
They've had a lot to cheer about. That first half was really, really good.
The Rowlett lead now 10, but plenty of time, 10:23. I'll warn you one more time, North Garland only has one timeout left here early in the fourth quarter. And they've got to put 2 decent drives together unless they get a long kick return of some kind.
Now, they had a good drive going there. They'd thrown that big, long corner route, got across the 50-yard line, and then the very next play, they get stripped and takes it all the way back down inside the 10, and Rowlett punches in a nice field goal to make it a 10-point game.
Sebastian Delgadio, he's going to go deep after a lot of short ones tonight, and this drives him back to the 9. Pretty good kick. Going to try and bring it across the field, and not much going on that return. Good coverage from the Eagles.
They close in a hurry. You start going east and west, and boy, that Rowlett team will get there quickly, and you just don't have much to go. You got to take it straight upfield.
Traylor Lipscomb with the return to the 26. Well, make it the 25.
Wow, boy, she is way up there.
Yeah, but boy, they practice that, and they're very good at it. Uh-oh. 2 people in motion. That's got to be a penalty, and it is. Little confusion in that North Garland backfield. Heard the yelling next door.
All start.
Right next to the coach's
on the
box.
offense, number 11. 5-yard penalty. First down.
They're behind the chains one more time.
So it was 13-3 at halftime, and it could have even been worse for Rowlett. North Garland missed the field goal, and since then, that third quarter, they put up 17 points, and then this fourth quarter, 3. So just a complete opposite.
It's like 2 different football games. Going to go deep down the seam, incomplete. Again, a little bit overthrown. Intended for Trey Taylor. Boy, these 2 teams cover well in the secondary for the most part, don't they?
They really do.
2 good defenses.
Quarterback's got to put it right on them most of the time.
Hello there. A couple of young fans waving to us. And all of you out there who are watching tonight. Long pass, way overthrown and picked off. Enos Henderson one more time.
Boy, he's just been everywhere.
Henderson and Wade have been the standouts for Rowlett tonight. This is just way overthrown, 5 yards, and not an easy catch. Give Henderson a lot of credit.
Man, beautiful. Had him double covered there.
I think North Garland's bid is going to run up short tonight, although they're not out of it yet. Let's keep that in mind. Rowlett, if they could get more points, could probably put this one away. 2 receivers each way. Amos, the lone back, to the right of Tupal. Starting at the 44 on the pick. Option down the line, pitch to Amos. Great job.
Whoa.
He ran over, or kind of jumped over one diving defender and got extra on that to the 36.
Now, we've seen this play over and over, but most time Tupal's been carrying it. This time they come down on him, and he pitches a perfect ball to Amos, and Amos does the rest.
Yeah, you got to start pitching it occasionally to keep him honest. That's the first pitch he's had tonight, I think.
Do it again.
This time he keeps and is tripped up in the backfield by Sean McClure. No.
Goodness.
Got that backwards. Yeah, that's goodness. I had the wrong chart in front of me. Oh, my goodness on the tackle. You don't think he's been called that a few times through the years?
He's done a great job tonight. He's been all over the place. He's really held that defensive end spot beautiful tonight.
Loss of 1, 3rd and 3. Rowlett taking their time working that play clock, which is at 15. On 3rd and 3, they are going to get a playoff, it looks like. We're at 10, 9, 8. 3 receivers out here to the left. 3, 2, 1. Just barely get it off. They're going to option the other way, but we're going to have procedure call first. Now it's going to make it 3rd and 8.
All start on the offense, number 11. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
You wait that long, some people get impatient.
Well, you rushed them. They weren't even set on the line. It looked like the linemen were not even set with 5 seconds left, and they had to run to the line real quick to get the snap off. Usually if you're doing that, Rowlett normally has their line setting on the, on the line ready to go, even if you're going to be looking back towards the sideline like they are right now. They're all ready to go.
3rd and 8. You would expect them to punt on 4th down with a lead here. Well, if they're a yard away, they might go. 2 back set, Tupal in the shot. Got the snap, plenty of time. Deep out, caught. Jerry Evans one more time. What a night Mr. Jerry Evans has had. Another big gainer to the 14. Bobby, could you do me a favor and look up Jerry's numbers tonight when you get a chance?
Well, I tell you, it was a beautiful throw right there. Post corner route. He gets his feet set and zings it out there. It didn't look pretty, but it was right on the money.
He had a little distance on the defender, and that's what allowed him to kind of stop and reach up and turn around from behind.
Yeah, that was a good route. He really sold him on the post and dropped it back into the corner.
First and 10 at the 14.
Evans has 66 in the air and 15 on the ground.
Rides Amos, who will sweep it right after he finally got the ball, and not much doing there. We got a penalty marker. This could be an illegal block.
Yeah, holding.
Yeah. So bring this one back. Boy, we've had a lot of flags tonight. You got anything on penalties while you got that up there? Something tells me we've had a few.
Rowlett has 7 penalties for 48
on the
yards.
Offense, number 4. 10-yard penalty, 1st down.
Well, let's tack it on. They've got 7 penalties for 78 yards now, or 8 penalties, 78 yards. And North Garland has 7 penalties for 48 yards. So both penalties, that's 15 penalties.
Yeah. It seems like even more, doesn't it? That whistle's been blowing in our ear all night long. The P's are active tonight at Williams. 1st and 20. They got to get all the way inside the 5-yard line.
Oh, nice pump and
Going
go.
for it in one play.
Oh, that's penalty right there.
Simzik may be hurt. He got hit hard before the ball arrived. And he is down and a squirming, as you can see there.
Yeah, he was looking back for the ball, and he just nailed him before the ball got there.
Oh, boy, I hope he's all right. That was ugly.
It was a beautiful route. He runs a little pump. He stops at 2 yards, looks right back at Tupal, and then just kicks it into high gear, and it was a beautiful ball thrown. But
safety tried to time it, but the timing was off.
Yeah, it was just a little early.
Let's see the replay. Close your eyes if you don't want to see it. Got him with the shoulder. It could have been worse. Could have gone in with the helmet, but it still hurt because it's almost a whiplash-ish type play, you know?
Pass interference on the defense. 15
You
yards
could
from the previous
almost
spot.
think about targeting
Automatic.
on that play, but they
First
didn't
down.
call targeting.
Yeah, I agree. The ball was, I mean, he definitely wasn't going for the ball. It was going right for the receiver. It was going to punish him.
I'll bet you if he led with the helmet, they would have called targeting. You know what? He did go with the shoulder. And thank goodness Simsick's okay. Probably just a little stunned more than anything. You know, he didn't see it coming, I'm sure.
No, he was looking back for the ball.
None of us saw it coming, I don't think. I didn't. First and goal inside the 10. This is Expo who's free and battles his way, backs his way to the 1 yard line. Boy, I thought he was going to score. Nice hole.
Yeah, nice job just being patient in there. He's just running and dodging and dinging around in there. And
kind of like a pinball in a way.
yeah, just nice patient run.
Second and goal, they're going quickly, trying to put a possible dagger in the coffin tonight. Here it comes. Amos hit in the backfield and going to be dropped at the 5. So North Garland making it tough on Rowlett here. And that was Alex Garcia, yeah. Big 6 foot, 225-pound linebacker. So third and goal. What do you do here?
Boy, they just drive everybody back. They got there in a hurry.
I think they knew that was coming. The way they were in the backfield, it's like they were in the playbook. Now remember, it's a 2-possession game, so a field goal wouldn't be too bad in this situation. This could be a 4-point play. Slant, end zone, touch.
Oh.
No, he dropped it. Oh, my goodness. I thought he caught it. He should have caught it.
There's Brody Simsick back in the game. He runs a little slant. Now, he might have been feeling little footsteps coming at him. And,
Yeah.
you know, after that big hit earlier.
Might have been a little timid here.
Yeah, because it's a slant. That's a hard catch to come to you.
You know what?
Oh,
I think,
he twisted his ankle,
Let me tell you
too.
what I saw, too, Bobby. I think somebody tipped that and kind of made it a wobbly pass on the tip, and it was a little bit harder to catch, but he would tell you should have caught it, I'm sure. Ruiz Reina. Another almost extra point. This one 22 yards, and it looks like he has drilled it. Yes, he has. So a timeout on the field. Rowlett increases their lead to 26-13. 6:31 left. We'll be back in a moment here on GRS TV. Well, Rowlett started at the 44. It stalled inside the 10, and another short 22-yard field goal from Moreno, who's got 4 field goals tonight. As Bobby said during the break, I wish I had him on my fantasy team.
He's putting the points up.
12 points out of Reina tonight. And now you got to have 2 touchdowns. North Garland does, instead of a touchdown and a field goal, down by 13.
All Rowlett this
31.
second half. But you got to give a lot of credit to North Garland's defense there. They've held them inside the 10 2 times, 2 possessions in a row, forcing them to kick that field goal.
Could be much, much worse. No points for North Garland here in the second half after leading 13-3. Right up the middle on the return. Do we have a fumble? Rowlett says we got it. And we do.
Oh, my goodness. Everything is going wrong right there for North Garland.
Yeah, it's kind of going to pieces here. The bid by North Garland looks like it's about over tonight. 31 with the recovery, thanks to the truck. That's Catyrus Adams. Catyrus. What would you say on that? Catyrus, maybe?
Boom, just hit him right on the ball.
That's Expo.
Popped straight out.
Expo with the shot there.
Definitely comes out early.
Good call, huh?
Yeah, Rowlett's on it.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct on Rowlett, number 8, coming out on the field for a celebration without a helmet, 15 yards from the dead ball spot, first down.
Something tells me he'll never do that again.
You know, they're not even thinking about it. He's just celebrating a little bit.
That's number 8's first unsportsmanlike conduct of the game.
So they'll start from the 41. North
That helps them
Garland,
out just a little bit.
again, only one timeout for the Raiders. Rowlett needs tick and talk to go to work here. To Paul back in there. He struggled in the first half, but he's had a good second half. Amos may get some work here. They're going to throw it, surprisingly. Another catch for Jerry Evans, and he's close to another first down. In fact, he should have it. The mark will be everything where they put that ball down. Yeah, they're already calling first down, 10-yard gain.
Yeah, they love throwing that. He sets up in the slot. It's almost like you have to get right on top of him, because if you give him a little room, that ball is coming out. It's almost like a pitch or a handoff. I mean, they get it out there so quick to him, and he has room to run. You got to get right on him.
Evans came in with 17 catches for 216. Just got a shot of the offensive line there that's done a good job, especially in the second half. Option it down the line. Late pitch, a beauty to Amos, who evades a tackler, and he's still fighting. He's close to the first down, but about a yard short. Dangerous late pitch from Tupal, and is he hurt?
I think he's picking up his mouthpiece or something.
That's why.
Maybe it's his tooth.
That's why you wear a mouthpiece, right?
I don't know what that was that he's handed to him.
I don't
His
either.
Chewing gum. Lost my chewing gum. Here you go.
Let's see if we can see what pops out
Boy,
here.
they really buried him, though.
Oh, he took a pretty good shot.
Yeah.
He got submarine, or he got sandwiched there.
Well, Amos really making some people miss now.
He's
Nobody's
hard-
really wanting to hit him anymore. They're getting kind of worn down.
2nd and 2. He is a load to bring down. Chauncey Amos. Chauncey gets the next call and the first down. Only a 2-yard gain, but enough for the first. Stop the clock momentarily, although they haven't stopped it, unfortunately. Now they rewind it at 4:50 and counting. 26-13
You
Eagles.
see all these guys going offense and defense, and you see number 1 out there, Uzi. He's been all over running the ball, and now he's playing linebacker out there, and you can just tell they're getting kind of tired.
Rowlett working the play clock a little bit. The big clock is also running. We're at 10 on the play clock. Going to play action this one. Swing it to Evans. Gets a block.
Woo! Nice job right there.
They string that one out nicely. He only got to the 18 for a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, Goodness is, again, all over that pass. Coming from that linebacker spot.
That might be the name of the year in the Garland ISD, Goodness. And that's his first name, folks. Now, the last name is a lot of work. Could be Nawai. Could be Wai. Makes Goodness easy to say.
Well, Rowlett moves Amos all over the field. He goes from one side to the other constantly.
Play clock's getting. They're going to take 5-yard penalty here. Sorry to interrupt, but that's, or they took a timeout.
Timeout.
Play clock got away from
Rowlett.
them.
That's their first.
Now, what were you saying, Bobby?
I say they moving Jerry Evans both sides of the field in that slot, and you see each time they do it, they either throw that little quick pass to him, or they run that little option play and let him lead block.
Don't forget, you can see this game all week long here on GRS TV, as well as the other game this week that we brought you, and that was Saxe and Naaman Forest last night. And you can see that all week. So don't forget, 2 games a week here on GRS TV.
Both these teams really played really good tonight. They've really had a lot of effort on both sides of the ball. You can see where both teams have great defenses, good secondary, strong offensive and defensive linemen. Two stacked teams.
Next week, we'll have Rowlett and South Garland, and what's the other one? Lakeview. Lakeview Wiley, thanks to the truck. Appreciate it. Those are our 2 games next week. Lakeview Wiley game could be a doozy. 2nd and 9.
Got him in the backfield there.
For a loss. North Garland kind of knows what's coming, and they were ready for Chauncey Amos that time. Taking a while to get up after making that tackle was Eduardo Garcia. He's had a pretty good night. Got injured early and came back.
Playing that defensive tackle. Boom.
Big delay in the backfield. Very slow developing play.
Yeah, it's a little counter play they do. It looks like they're going one way, and then they try to cut it back the other direction, but he wasn't having any of that. He read that perfectly.
We're under 3 minutes and counting. Again, they're working that play clock. Rowlett still with 2 timeouts left. And they may take one here. And they will, and so will we. 2:46 left. 26-13 Rowlett on GRS TV.
Timeout of the half.
Scott Powell, Bobby George, back with you. It's been a good one. It's hard to believe North Garland led this game 13-3 at the half because Rowlett's won the second half 23-0. It's like 2 different football games.
Yeah, 23 unanswered points.
Rowlett's going to go to 2-0 the way it looks. North Garland will go to 1-1 in district. And North Garland, their first loss of the year. Still, they haven't won more than 4 games since 2009, and they've got 4 wins right now. And I am impressed with the North Garland Raiders. They are back. Here's a screen pass off to Amos. Breaks a tackle. He's free, and he'll score. A Rowlett touchdown. Very well-designed screen pass.
Amos just makes everybody miss right there. I mean, they have him right when he catches the ball, but he's just strong, uses his hands, able to cut back so nice and get some good blocks downfield and just turns it up.
You know, Bobby, if people who didn't watch this game just see the final score, they'll never know this was a really good football game. You know it? Rowlett's starting to stretch it out here. This was 13-3 North Garland at halftime. Reyna for the PAT. He scored some points tonight, 12 on field goals. High and good.
Yeah, perfect tonight.
Timeout, 2:37 left. Rowlett now 33 over North Garland's 13 here on GRS TV. Bobby and I were talking about North Garland, a very strong playoff contender from what we've seen tonight. It could come down to their game with Wiley later on. I think Wiley's got to be a contender in there.
Yeah, they've been impressive. Their defense has been impressive. Early on, their offense was impressive. They do have some good backs, and their quarterback's throwing the ball real well. So they've got a lot of potential.
And it's going to get cooler and cooler, which is going to help North Garland more than anybody with just 30 players. And they don't play all 30, by the way. Here's the kick. Caught at the 10. Abinama
Hold on to that ball this time here.
Not much running room on this near sideline. He spilled at the 26. 2.5 minutes left. North Garland with 1 timeout, down by 20. You know, Lakeview Centennial is probably going to be in that mix for those 3rd and 4th playoff spots.
Yeah, it looks like they won tonight as well. Pretty decisive victory.
No, Rowlett and Sachse will have to be the favorites at this point. It could come down to those two. They're both going to be 2-0 at this point. So they play later on. It's come down to those two the last 2 years. Sachse's won and Rowlett's finished 2nd last 2 years. Rowlett's been a second-place finisher 4 weeks in a row. Rowlett had 4 years in a row.
They couldn't get the play in.
No, which is kind of strange after a kickoff, isn't it?
5-yard penalty. First down.
The worst time for that to happen is when you're running your first play after a kickoff.
Yeah, I'm not sure the coaches have been out on the field. They shouldn't be tired. They should be able to get the play in at least.
That's the worst time to get them. Farrington's going to throw under duress, but he got it off. Wade almost picked it off. He threw it way behind the intended receiver. Just lucky to get that off. Boy, if you're a ham at all, you get a chance to really mug for the cameras here during the GRS television telecasts, as we will pick you up in the stands. A lot of happy folks in the stands tonight. He dumps it off a short one. It's going for nothing. Wow, look at the swarm tackling from Rowlett.
Yeah, they're playing downhill now. They're ready to go.
Matthews with the catch.
Enos Henderson again, bringing the wood tonight. I mean, he is really playing hard out.
Henderson and Wade have had quite a night. We're under 2 minutes and counting.
Watch for that corner, that post corner route.
Comes the rush off the edge. He steps up and steps into trouble. Another loss. Guess who? DeModrick. Nope, not DeModrick. That was 44 Seals, Jordan Young Seals.
He comes through there.
Came off the edge.
Yeah, and then follows it through.
Good point. Also there for the play, joining Seals, was Xavier Wills, whose name's been called a few times tonight. Clock's still running. If they get the punt off, Rowlett will probably just run this clock out. Good snap, maybe the best of the night. Just a bad kick. Looked like it hit an eagle, but they'll recover it anyway. Cameron Miles falls on it, so we'll have a couple of kneel downs probably and end this one. Again, a reminder one more time, Rowlett's going to move to 4-0. They lost a game to the weather against Rockwall. Boy, good snap, and he was barely able to handle it and then almost missed the ball, as you can see.
That's not their normal kicker there. I think that was Ellis that was kicking that.
He's the normal one.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah, if it was Raphael. So Rowlett will go to 4-0, 2-0, stay on at the top of the district, along with Sachse. North Garland with their first district loss, they'll go to 1-1, and their first loss overall to 4-1. Bobby, any final thoughts? We'll be out of here soon.
Well, I really was impressed with Joe Castillo's team.
That's their third and final timeout of the half.
Why don't we take one, probably our final timeout, 33-13 Rowlett here on GRS TV. And we're back. Look at the things in the stands there.
That's pretty fun.
What do you call those?
They're having a good time, I know that. Rowlett, total yards, they ended up with 269 yards. Really dominated the second half. Uh-oh. A little extracurricular activity going on out there. Rowlett 269, 202 in the air, 67 on the ground. North Garland was impressive tonight. The first half, they really played good. Rowlett had 30 unanswered points in the second half to just go in and just kind of dominate right from the beginning of the third quarter. But outside of that, they really did. They really played hard. You could tell that every kid played with all their heart tonight. But Rowlett comes on top. They're a good team, 4-0.
Those defensive stands holding them to 3 points tells you that North Garland never quit, especially defensively. North Garland's for real. I'm impressed, and I think they're going to win some more district games this year.
Rowlett's strong. They've got strong offensive linemen and defensive linemen and a lot of speed. So
you better be ready to play when you play the Raiders this year.
Better be ready to play Rowlett Eagles as well.
Absolutely. Good ball game tonight, Bobby. Thanks. Enjoyed it. Our final again, Rowlett 33, North Garland 13. Thanks to the entire GRS TV crew. Great job as always. For Bobby George, I'm Scott Powell. So long, everybody.